Well, he is a bad boy. He has a akona swagger, by the way. And according to him, he thinks he's gangster, but he's gonna tell us he's here from the horse's mouth. No, the goats. Whichever it is, watch out to scare from Trigger Young Boy. Karibu.
Asanteni sana.
It's nice to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, first time on Chatspot?
Yeah, sure, first time.
Is it like your first interview?
No.
No?
No, it's not my first.
Should have been.
But my first this year.
Yeah, nice. We love novelties.
Yeah,
this year? Tuko November?
This year, since January.
Yaani ukishatuambia this year unajua unafanya inakanika tumeanza mwaka. Kunika tuko January ati this year. How's you been? Okay, what has been happening? Hapana, hiyo nimeenda uko mbele sana. Tuanze, who's you? Tell us about you.
My stage name is Trigger Young Boy. I'm a rapper, 22 years old. And mostly my music is inspired by things that we go through in life as young boys, young girls out there. So that's basically where I drive my inspiration from and my motivation too. And I act too, but I've never, like say, had a chance of, you know, being on stage to act and stuff. But I write music and I rap.
So do you compose for other artists, or you basically just your music?
I compose for a few friends.
Okay.
Yeah, but majorly I do it for myself.
So where did this journey begin? You say you started when you were 7.
Yeah, I was
really
7.
How?
Okay, I was 7. It was back in 2008.
Yeah.
So apo nilikuwa class 1. So we had like this madam was called Makisachi. She was like back then in Taita, you know. She was like, we want to do a drama stuff, and we want someone who would present a poem rather. They wanted a poet. So I was given something like a poem to recite it. Then on top of that poem, I started adding my own stuff that actually ended up rhyming and making sense.
In class 1?
In class 1, for real.
Yeah.
That's how you started writing?
Yeah.
Amazing.
That madam was like, when umefanya hivi? And I was like, yeah, ni mimi. Then that's when I realized this is something new. I didn't even know about hip-hop and rap music. I just, as time went by, nikakuja ku realize this is something different, this is talent. So I started building on it.
But let's talk about your name. What's your real name?
My real name is Zoga.
Zoga.
Yeah.
So cool. Why Trigger?
Trigger. I'll tell you, okay, to trigger is to make something happen rather to cause...
Instigate.
Yeah, exactly. But majorly nilichukua Trigger because it was a name that kuna beshte yangu fulani anaitwa Justin. He used to call himself Trigger. So the reason why I took that name from him, it's because like upon coming to Nai after high school, like I completed my high school in 2017. Like I never had nowhere to go, so Justin, like 3 days after nilifika Nai, going out after place ya kuenda msee ni host ndo nianze kuchase dream yangu ya rap. Justin akani host akanipeleka kwa shosho yake. Then we started living with him. Alafu one day when I was leaving that home, nikienda kujitafutia huko mbele, nikamwambia bro, thank you for everything. I can't take your name Justin, but I'll take your name Trigger just to remember that you're the one who helped me out big time.
Wow, that's such
You
a
guys still
nice
talk?
story.
Do you keep in
Yeah,
touch?
hata say tuongea.
Okay, gonna come chat spot and tune in. Shout out to you, Trigger.
Yeah.
So akadrop your jina, akanambia I officially give you the name Trigger, bro. So enda nayo manze God akutangulia huko mbele, and that's how Trigger came to be. Yeah.
Wow.
How long have you been in Nairobi doing music?
Since 2018.
2018.
Since 2018.
And how has it been, coming from Taita?
No, actually Mombasa.
Oh,
Taita ni
Mombasa.
place nilizaliwa. Then
What
but
part of Mombasa?
Bamburi.
Okay.
But I was born in Bamburi but grew up in Mikindani. Yeah. So Taita is where like I was born. Then my mom like akamove into Mombasa. Yeah, ndo hapo cause hapo ndo alipatanga job, but the same year atakukaa sana, then she was battling cancer, then she died.
Oh, sorry.
So yeah, that's how hapo ndo tukaanza kugo in and out kutafuta venye tutarudi, but still tuka end up to settle tu huko
Kuka Mombasa. So and how was it, starting music, being in that space? You've lost your mom and
okay, I was still a kid. It didn't actually, I couldn't affect sana juu nilikuwa mtoi, but ilikuja kuni affect venye nili grow up. Nilianza kuwa big because that's when reality started hitting me, like, you know, relatives don't come through and stuff, and you unashanga tu, like, it's like you didn't wrong no one, like anyone, but people don't just want to come through. So hiyo ndo time ilikuwa inani hit hard sana. So I guess hiyo pain ndo ikafanya nikuwa sasa naandika stuff ziko life related.
Yeah, Trigger, speaking about writing songs zenye ziko life related, I listened to this song that you've done, My Last Wish, and you've touched on, you know, losing your mom and dating this girl who was impatient, wasn't, you know, like really ready to be patient and trust the process. But we also touched on being an upcoming artist and having, you know, like those big artists, like saying, okay, you've actually dropped a name and said Calligraph Jones, ukasema amesema play KE music, but then play like who is going to vouch for the upcoming artist. What's the journey been like so far?
Maze, it's been so hard, maze, for real, because mi naweza kuambia, like, zile pesa ndogo ndogo tumetoa ati ndo msea kupea interview, na at the end of the day they don't give you interviews ni mingi, man, and we struggle like to get your door in the streets and stuff. Like, you ask them for interviews, they tell you, maze, nione kakitu, and hiyo kakitu ni do most kwa sisi, unacheki, and like plus the big artists just focus on, like, say on their ciphers, they only focus on the artists who have numbers. They don't go andangi kwa ground waseme mse akona talent, wachataka na numbers tumpe chance. Like, ikitu imekuwa hard sana. First niyo unajengana do, but they don't give you interviews. And do sometimes kwa mse inaza kwa do less, but kushu kwanga do mingi because una struggle kuiget, unaona. Alafu, another thing, like, every time you tag them, they don't even like drop a like you feel like, I know my music is good. Sometimes unajambia, if this same thing was done by King Kaka or Kali or Nyashinsky, asa wangesikiza. But since the same thing is done by an underground, but
don't you think that sounds like an entitlement issue? Like, if you expect me, si mara mingi si tunataga kina Beyonce, but hawatupay like, but
yeah, I get exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, someone once told me, don't okay, kuna msee anaitwanga team, aliniambianga kitu moja, usoi kuwa entitled.
Yeah.
Msee akana nataka kuhelp out, acha kuhelp out, but usoi mpush. So hapo ndo hiyo ndo kitu nililando, nikaanza kuacha kufeel like naumizwa, ama nikaanza kuacha kusik so much attention, ama hata msee akiignore tag na feel tu iko tu sawa.
Iko tu sawa. 1114411 is our SMS line. We still have Trigger Youngboy in the building. Do you have any questions? Send us those questions. We're going to be right back after this commercial break. Whoa, welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Mmesikia hizo matriggers zimepuliwa, mnazisikiaje? By the way, what? So what was the inspiration? Like, you've touched on so many things. Kwa kweli kulikuwa na kadem Kenya kakwa patient.
Manze, it was crazy. Yani ilikuwa like nilitry to fall in love. Okay, I've been like gangster all through. I don't want to fall in love and stuff, so I tried this one. And it afkanga point, I was just making promises that I couldn't fulfill, you know, like, oh babe, nitakushikia, unaona day on kienda Gikosh nitakushikia, cause switch kwanga matisho Gikosh tunaenda kuuza tika. So ikafukanga point akaniambia, you're just full of promises but unishikiangi stuff, but nishamshikianga trouser moja. But I left.
But do you feel like one of the problems was you made too many promises which you knew maybe you can't keep, but you made the promises so that you could keep?
I mean, ndo nilikuwa na blunder cause okay, unajua the thing was, alikuwa na believe akiniambia nimlete Claudia anadai fulani na fulani naweza access juu si wenda Gikosh. Mimi na mabeshte zangu.
You still do it?
Yeah, hadi leo tumeraukia Gikosh.
News zangu za by the plug.
Si uzanga makladi pale Thika. Hapo tu place fulani hapo inaitwa Moi Market tu hapo ndani tunakwanga maboy ka 15 hivi. Tunaenda kujiplagia makladi alafu tunaenda kujichukulia alafu tunakuja kuplagia studio ya MKU. Honest
jobs. I love that unajituma tu either way, because that's how you pay for your studio time.
Yeah, that's how I pay for my studio time. Studio nalipanga actually kidogo because nikisema nita raise two at once na ujalipa rent na niko na season less mi ulea sisi yangu. So sometimes she's 16, she's in form 2 right now.
You pay for her school fees?
No, actually I don't pay for her school fees. She had a sponsor, but the sponsor doesn't take care of the things at home.
Okay.
Because she stays with my grandma.
So that's why you step in?
Yeah, that's where I step in.
Wow, congratulations.
But I appreciate your message. There's a lot of realness and truth and a lot of soul put in it.
Thanks,
So
man.
how would you describe the content that you put out? Are we looking at maybe you getting into the explain aje, nimesikia kuna God uko ndani na kuna hizi vitu zingine uko ndani, so what's your
me? I'm neither a gospel artist nor a secular artist. I'm just a rapper doing real music. Yeah, hivyo tu.
And speaking of that, you did a song called Ombelango, Hustler's Prayer, where you're basically just talking to God.
Yeah, sure.
Ulikuwa umefika wapi? Unajua ndio ukae mara mingi. Let me tell you, most of the times when you're doing these ombis, even those people that don't go to church, mse ile saa amegongwa na shida fulani, even ndio ana unlocking hiyo dependency na God.
Sure.
So how did that come about?
I'll be honest on this. I was nishaikuwa inda 3 months. Nishikuanga 2019 11th. Nilipelekwa kwanza cell Langata, then 4 days later nikapresentiwa kwa magistrate. So after pelekwa inda, kutoka inda like 3 months later, nilikuwa nimeshikwa na story na my legals and stuff. Ndo niliamua kuacha kabisa. Because nilikuwa nataka kuwa swali mtoi, unacheki, like my C's. So after kutoka nikienda Kejani, nilikuwa na stay Mukuru South B, unajua hiyo place. Mazi Kejani nilipata hakuna kitu hata moja, like nilitoka everything because I've been in for all those months.
Ulibiwa.
Everything manze. Kezi ilibaki tu empty yani. Na unajua hiyo time ilikuwa ni zile keja za mabati, so obviously wasi walikuwa wanakata, wakaingia wale job boys saya shaenda inda. Manze sikuanga na mseo kuni host manze for like 2-3 days.
How long did you stay inda?
3 months. Like nimekuwa inda from ilikuanga from January 15th to April 27th.
You remember those dates?
Me was remember every detail sijaisahau.
So that inspired the song that you did?
Yeah, inspired because your time, like no one, hakuna mse alijitolea kuni host for those days that I was looking for places. So kuna madam fulani alikuanga na video show. Nikaenda mkwambia manzi sinikuwa na dose tu kwa hii bench, alafu after 3 days nitatafuta place ya kuenda. So ilikuwa video ikiisha akifunga na nifungia ndani for like 2-3 days, alafu ndo nikasaka tenze, nikatafuta boy wangu anaitwa Eriko, anastay Thika. Ndo Eriko akaniambia bro kama hivi basi tujueni aje tukuje tuanze live, because pia alikuwa anaanza live. Alikuwa sio ilikuwa tumebada 2017, sasa hiyo 2018. Alafu sasa 2019 yake anaenda college, ndo alikuwa ameenda sasa kuanza live, ndo nikamjoin. Ndo sasa ndo mse alijitolea kuni host after all the guys I used to call bro. Walisema aiwezi man.
Bro, your life is a movie. If you could describe in 4 words your stay in Inda, how would you describe that?
In 4 words?
In 4 words.
And be a boy. Extremely bad.
Yeah.
Sad. And motivating, because I started writing a lot of good music. Mi pale ndani hadi kuna msee alikuwa ananiita baby bana. Kuna msee alikuwa ananiita mrembo wake man. Ilikuwa crazy man.
Oh my God.
Lie, but as in I've been a fighter maze. Mimi nilikuwa najifightia tu physically, like kuna msee angemess na mimi. So nika adapt to, na trust me, even my own grandma ajijua nilikuwa jela man. Yeye alikuwa anafikiria tu nilikuwa na hustle man. Yeye alikuwa anafikiria kijana wangu ana hustle Nairobi man.
But now, what are we looking forward to? What are you planning in the near future?
As I just wanna, like, me passion yangu iko tu change life, to kanaweza change life mse mmoja mawili, because si unajua tuko kwa ground and we know what happens kwa ground. Just sometimes tunaweza enda hata Zabe kuhustle, unapata day nzima kuna kitu umeuza man. Inabidi umehustle fair kwa mse, unacheki. Like kuna kitu tuna lack kwa ground ni hope to ile mse kwa tuna ule mse anakuambia mzee, regardless of everything that you're going through, however long the night is, eventually morning will finally come, unacheki. Like hivyo tu ndo mimi nataka tu mainly, because like na feeling like tuna lack to motivation tu kwa ground yani. Hiyo ndo kitu nataka kumejain sana.
Yeah, and since now you're talking to our audience right now,
Yeah.
what do you think you would tell them so that they can support you in terms of music or even hizo nguo? Like how would you want the general public to handle this if they could?
Yeah, okay. If okay, me I've been thinking maybe management help a young artist.
Yeah.
That's what I think, but nikiko huko nje watu wanasemanga management end up using artist. Me sinanga idea. But kama kutakuwa na possibility ya mtu anaweza feel niko na talent na ana feel like akona management anaweza taka kumanage talent kai manze ya come through. Trigger Young Boy Instagram. Number ni 0711 909965 0711 909965 na niko na ngoma kibao YouTube, so kama unataka kufeel different vibes utaenda to YouTube Trigger Young Boy.
Okay, great.
Thank you so
for coming.
much. And
Sure.
all the best.
Thank you, man.
You have something. Itajipa.
Yeah, sure, one day.
In time.
On God.
But yes, thank you so much guys for, tuning in, for sticking around and for the feedback. We'll be seeing you tomorrow, same time, same place. Keep it good vibes and support Kenyan music. #support upcoming artists. And of course, we have a new episode of Sky Girls coming right up, so don't go anywhere.